Right, so today I want to show you one of my best ways to get free clients, to grow your agency, to get more leads, to generate more traffic. And this is one of the most powerful ways to generate leads at scale, but additionally, it helps you become a better SEO agency. And I'll explain more on that in a second, plus how it can make you different from everyone else. Because the thing is, right, you might have like one client, but there's many different agencies reaching out to that client trying to get their attention, right? So today, what I'm going to show you is one way to differentiate yourself as an agency and separate yourself from all these other agencies trying to get the client's attention so that you can land more clients based on what's working for me. So what am I talking about here? Well, basically, if you check out a lot of the content that I produce on my YouTube channel, you can see we've got nearly 79,000 subscribers right there. Basically, what I do every single day, if you check out some of my videos, is I publish a new case study to my channel. Now, why do I do that? It's because, number one, there's so many SEOs out there and gurus out there who don't do SEO, but preach how to do it, right? And that's a big problem because eventually they get found out. They're kind of like scamming their clients. They're misleading everyone into doing something that they actually don't do themselves. But it's also good news for you because this is an opportunity to differentiate yourself from everyone else. What do I mean by this? Well, for example, if I'm actually showing people how I rank websites, what I do, etc., even if I don't recommend using those strategies, I'm just testing the limit and testing the boundaries of what we can achieve. For example, like doing an SEO heist or AI SEO link building or using Gemini to rank, etc. When you're creating these case studies and you're showing how you rank websites, like you can see right here, this avoids you being in the SEO bucket because 99% of people who are on YouTube telling you how to do SEO are not actually doing it themselves. And 99% might be pretty high, but you understand what I'm talking about. So how can we solve this? Let me explain. What I do is I regularly set up new case studies, for example, like this website right here, where I can showcase like how to design your website, how to do SEO for it, how to build a topical map for it, how to do keyword research, etc. And that all creates marketing case studies that I can post on my YouTube channel and show that I'm not actually a SEO, but I'm actually someone doing SEO. Now, there are some disadvantages to that, and I'll come into it in a minute. But the best client attraction strategy for SEO agency is to do case studies. In fact, the number one question we get asked by pretty much every client who comes to us is what case studies, what websites have you built, what clients have you helped with, etc. And so eventually what you want is a case study page that looks something like this, right? So you can see we've laid out all the key stats of all of our case studies. Now, how do you build this? Basically, what you want is a headline, some sort of image or video explaining your case study step by step, the main result, which is what clients really care about, and then like a full written case study, for example, like this page right here, where we break down everything step by step, like the results, the challenge, how we helped, etc. And then we lead people into booking a call with us. But case studies are essentially the best way to showcase that you're actually an expert SEO agency doing what you say you're doing. So how do you do this? All right, so step number one, to implement this yourself, is to set up a new website that you actually own. Here's a new case study that I'm setting up because I've received a manual action penalty on some of my public ones. That's just going to happen. That's collateral damage. I'll come on to the risks later of setting up SEO case studies. But what you have to realize here is that you should be setting up your own websites. I wouldn't rely on showcasing your clients because the thing is, some of you might not have your own clients yet, and some of you might be too reliant on your clients and actually they don't want to showcase anything publicly, which limits how much you can market yourself. Whereas if you create your own websites and you showcase how you're getting traffic and how you're ranking your own SEO websites, then that's a really good sign to other people that you're actually doing what you're talking about, which means that you're no longer in the SEO bucket and you've escaped the guru bucket because you're not out there telling people how to do SEO. You're actually just showcasing how you're doing it yourself. People are always going to resonate with that, right? And so you want to set up new websites that you own. Now, I would suggest that if you want to get more clients and more leads to your business, to your agency, then one of the best ways to do that is to, number one, set up a website in the SEO space that you can actually rank on Google for the keywords you want to target. And that would generate leads and traffic and clients to your business. Like you can see here, we send everything to an SEO strategy session. But at the same time, when you're recording these videos and showing exactly how you do things step by step, so for example, you can see I showcased how I created a topical map with Kazra Dash today on one of my YouTube videos. When you're showcasing these videos, or even this one where I set up a new website in 20 minutes, these are like new mini episodes of the story of your case study that's going to be really interesting to people. And the thing is, right, when you're showcasing a case study, people resonate with it more. As an example of that, if I just go from point A, starting a new website, to point B, ranking it in a straight line like that, that's not much of a story. It's not very interesting to people, right? Whereas if I create a story and I'm like, oh, here's how I did a topical map, and then I struggled with keyword research, and then I started doing link building, it was tough, but we got through it. And then after that, we did a YouTube video and we set up a new YouTube channel. Then we started driving free traffic with Pinterest. We got a manual action, but then we set up a new website and we became resilient, etc. Then you're actually creating a story of how you went from point A to B that people can actually resonate with, and it doesn't make you out to be like and it's actually like you're actually like a story that people follow. And this is more like a Netflix documentary or this is actually more like a Netflix show, something interesting and entertaining to watch, rather than me just going, oh, here's how I ranked a website. Boom. Job done, right? Nobody wants to see that. And so when you're creating the SEO case studies, you want to post regular updates showcasing what you're doing. How do you do that? You break down each stage of creating your website step by step. So like I was talking about before, I created a video on how I set up this new website for EAT. And then I created another video today that's popping off on how I did topical maps with ChatGPT. This is interesting stuff to people because it showcases what you're doing on your website and how other people can do it. Now, I'll come on to that in a second and how you can update people. But topical maps, the design, content creation, link building, the results so far, and especially, just like I was talking about in the story-based method, you want to showcase some mistakes you've made and the mess-ups along the way. Why? Because people resonate with that more. If you look at any of the heroes or champions of our day, let's look at, I don't know, Cristiano Ronaldo, someone like that, right? If you look at someone like that, people resonate with them because they've seen the ups and downs. They've seen when he failed, they've seen when he's performed really well. And people just resonate with that more, and they like the underdogs, etc. As an example of that, if you look at some of my videos about my fails and mistakes, we'll put Fail Mistakes Julian Goldie on YouTube, and I'll showcase some of the examples. You can see, for example, like this video right here, this got 9,200 views on this case study, and I honestly remember my click-through rate being through the roof for this video because people are interested in the failures. They don't want to see all the ups. You do want to showcase your successes as well, but you want to share the stages where you failed as well. Here's another one, right? I remember this video, it got a really high click-through rate, got 5,000 views on a live stream, performed really well because people resonate with the ups and downs of the journey. That's what they're following you for. And so you want to document the mistakes and the failures and the successes when you're creating a new website with your case study. And just to show you how popular this is, if I go onto google.com and I type in Julian Goldie, what you'll see right down here is Julian Goldie birds, right? Now, that's purely because I had a bird case study on YouTube that people were really interested in and were following so much that they were typing in Julian Goldie birds into Google to find more information about it. Like, that's how influential case studies can be. And so we've covered how to set up a new website that you own. And then we've also covered what you can document along the way. Basically, it's every single stage of building the website and ranking it. And then finally, for your SEO case studies, you want to post regular updates on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and email lists. Now, the one place you might want to be a little bit careful about where you post SEO content to is Twitter. Typically, if you haven't seen what happened last month, I would recommend searching around for that. But a lot of people who got manual action penalties for their SEO case studies were on Twitter last month. And that's pretty much how they got found out. So just be careful there. But LinkedIn, YouTube, email, that's pretty safe. And then Twitter, if you're feeling a little bit dangerous, a little bit risky, a little bit cheeky, and you don't really care about the website, then you can post your case studies on there too. So we've talked about the best client attraction strategy for your website and how to not be a SEO or a guru. We've shown how to set up the new case study that you have, and let's talk about why this works as well. So number one, this comes down to the show don't tell method. When you're building out case studies, for example, like all of these videos right here, I've got a lot of them, you're actually showing that you do SEO. You're not just telling people what to do, right? And additionally, this is simple but not easy to do. So it's actually a bit of a grind to do some of these videos. That's why I get my team to do so much of it, because there's no way that I could just create so many videos at scale without having a team to back me up and set up those websites in the background. The final thing that I would say is, like, do something unique that's never been seen before. So I sort by my most popular case studies on YouTube, and this works on any platform, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you want to use. But what you can see right here is that the videos that perform the best, for example, like this one right here that got 72,000 views, that performed the best because so many people were interested by it, because people had never seen that before, right? Like, there was a starving crowd of people interested in ChatGPT content, but there wasn't enough information to go around about how to do it. And that's how my videos helped. So make sure that you do something unique that's never been seen before if you want to stand out with your case studies. Now, there are some risks with that. So, for example, there's a high chance you get clapped. But if you get clapped, that's actually great marketing for you. As an example of that, you can check out this particular tweet that got 5,000 views from Charles Flo, who mentions all the people that got manual action penalties directly from Google. So, for example, Jesse Cunningham, Jackie Chow, myself, Kyle Roof, we all received manual action penalties for showcasing public case studies. It just kind of makes you more famous and gives you more attention, and money typically follows attention. So what I would say is, like, don't do this for your clients. Set up your own sites, right, that you own and you can afford to get burned. Don't do this for your clients. And then finally, just coming on to some of the benefits, I would say this is the most authentic way to showcase you're good at SEO. Plus, it showcases your services in every video. So if you sell topical maps, do a video about that, and then showcase how you can sell topical maps and how people can buy them. Or if you're selling link building, then great opportunity to do that too. Also, this makes you and your team a better SEO, because if you're doing videos every single day on how to do SEO and you're learning about it, etc., experimenting with it, then that's going to make you a better SEO, which means better results for your clients, which means better retention and more profits. Finally, it's going to be one of the easiest ways to get ROI, because if you're building a new website, for example, like Rank and Clap SEO, and that generates leads and sales with SEO to your agency, then you're making money with the website, but you're also making money with the marketing case studies you do. And finally, this grows my agency brand and site in the meantime, because this website is all about Goldie Agency. So when I do a case study about it, more and more people see it, which means that we get more and more clients to our business. So if you want the blueprint for this, I'm going to include it in my free agency SEO course, along with dozens of lead generation methods to get free clients to your SEO agency to make more money, get more freedom, and grow your business. So if you want to get that, it links inside the comments description. And if you want to get a free SEO strategy session, we do a lot of white label link building for SEO agencies. You will get a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of link building, and we'll answer any questions you have. Feel free to book that in. Links in the comments description. And my friends, if you have not joined the SEO boardroom, you are crazy, because prices are jumping up every 10 members. And inside there, you'll get an SEO community. You'll be able to connect with some of the best SEOs out there. You get loads of opportunities in there. It's a 24/7 community, and you'll get exclusive discounts on services, etc. You can see we've got a bunch of 5-star reviews right there. Make sure you join it. Links inside the comments. See you in there. Bye.